Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Kirsty Petrie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I used all Aveda products to do these triangle box braids. And not only are they triangle box braids, it's a box braid bob. So stay tuned, boo. Before we get started with doing my actual box braids, I gotta make sure my hair is clean. As you can see, I have a little bit of buildup from some previous product. So I'm gonna go straight in with the Be Curly Co-Wash from Aveda. It's super light, super gentle. It doesn't really lather up like a shampoo. It is more like a cleanser. But when I tell you guys that even though it's sulfate free, it left my hair super soft. They have different oils in there that are going to hydrate the hair, and it does have a nice citrus smell that's not overpowering, and it's gonna moisturize your hair really well. So you're gonna take about a quarter size or maybe 2 quarter sizes depending on the amount of hair that you have. I started on my scalp, and then I took the Be Curly Co-Wash and distributed all the way through my ends. I did use warm water to wet up my hair first, and then I went ahead and applied the product all over. Now, my hair has been thriving since I did my big chop, and I want to make sure that it continues to thrive throughout this growth journey. So I'm trying to find products that are going to be healthy for my hair, but also help me when I'm trying to do my braid styles and protective styles. So I think I found a few products from Aveda, and I'm so excited to share it with you guys. Please comment down below. Let me know if you guys have tried the Be Curly line from Aveda. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on it, and what other things you guys have tried. So once your hair is all co-washed, you're going to use a towel or a microfiber towel, or use a towel to dry some of that excess water out. Then I dried it a little too much, so I had to go back to the sink and wet it, because for this next part I'm doing a deep treatment and I need my hair a little bit wet so that way the product can be distributed. To do my treatment, I'm going to use the Damage Remedy Intensive Restructuring Treatment from Aveda, and it is amazing. Although it is a protective style, you do get damage sometimes, you do get breakage, and you want to make sure you remedy that. So I'm going to be using that product here from Aveda to help strengthen my hair and visibly make it look better. And you guys will see at the end of this video, my curls looked amazing. Okay, so once you distribute the Damage Remedy Intensive Restructuring Treatment all over your hair, so you're gonna let the treatment stay in your hair 2 to 5 minutes according to the directions, and that's just enough time. And I can say that my curls were very thoroughly moisturized. This cream is really thick. It has a nice amount of slip to it. It does have a nice calming scent to it. So if you like spa smells, if you like a nice spa, clean, refreshing scent, this is definitely it. Aveda brought it. There's organic quinoa and bergamot in this treatment. Like, I've never heard of quinoa being used in hair products, and Aveda did it. Okay, so once you have rinsed out your hair from the treatment, you're gonna go ahead and leave it a little bit wet, and you're gonna move on to the last step in this process. At least that's the last step for me. I'm gonna be using the Damage Remedy Daily Hair Repair. You gotta shake this product really well. It is loose, so once you open it, it is gonna come right out the container. This is like a leave-in type of conditioning product. It's going to protect your hair from heat. So say if you're going to do a blowout and then do some wand curls, or maybe you're going to do a rod set on dry hair, this is what you want to use to protect those strands from any heat damage. I just put it on my fingers, and I'm kind of just loosely putting it through my hair, and then I'm going to scrunch everything up just to make sure my curls stay intact. And then because I'm just preparing my hair to be braided, I'm not stretching it or anything like that. This product is very lightweight. I didn't need much. I don't really have that much hair, so I didn't really need much, but what I used was enough. You need about a quarter size. You don't need any more than that. It's very concentrated, and there are organic ingredients in these products, and I'm so fascinated, and you do not need to overuse it. So once you've applied the product all through your hair, you're gonna go ahead and shake your curls out just to loosen it up a little bit, and then I followed up and air dried for about 15 minutes. After I air dried for about 15 minutes, I took my blow dryer, I put it on the cool shot setting, and I just blow dried my hair for the remainder of the drying process. This is because I was doing my hair all in the same day and I just needed my hair to be dry before I started on my box braids. Normally when you are doing a protector style, depending on what you're doing, you do need your hair to be dry, detangled, and ready for sectioning and parting and whatever else you're gonna do. You guys, I love the way that my curls looked. Here is a janky before. Your girl was looking like so glow. And here is my after. I got a lot of shine, I got a lot of bounce, not a lot of frizz. My curls are nice and defined. I am super in love. Once your curls are to the point where you need them, it's time to go ahead and start parting for your braids. I decided to do triangle box braids, so I started in the back with one part just to get my base going. And I'm going to be using 3 products to do these box braids. I'm using the Brilliant Universal Styling Cream. This is from Aveda. It's going to add moisture, shine, and some definition. It's great for coarser hair and kinkier hair. And I noticed that a little bit goes a long way. So I put some of the product on one section, and then I noticed I had a lot left over in my hand, so I just started distributing it onto the other sections that I already had, and then I still had more, so I just started rubbing it all over my head. Once you have applied your moisturizer, you're going to take the Control paste, also from Aveda. This is like a creamy wax-like substance. It does have a stronger fragrance. The fragrance is Ylang Ylang. If you are familiar with the spa and your essential oils, you know that Ylang Ylang and jasmine are very strong. Lastly, you're going to take the Brilliant Retexturing Gel from Aveda. This gel, it is your looser gel. If you like to use loose gels when you're doing braids, which I do, you're going to go ahead and take that, distribute it all through your section. Once you've distributed all 3 products through each section, you're going to take your rubber band and you're going to secure it off. You do not have to use rubber bands for your box braids. I personally did because my hair is a little bit shorter and it's very fine, so sometimes my hair can slip. My braiding hair will slip out of my hair, so I didn't want that. I wanted it to be nice and intact for a few days. Once you've got that down, you're going to pretty much repeat that process all over your entire head, starting with the Control paste. Put it on your part, use it to make sure your parts are nice and straight. It has a medium type of hold. There's not a lot of buildup that's gonna happen. It is very moisturizing. As soon as you put it in your fingertip, it melts like butter. And again, Aveda did create their own like pure fume aromas for each of their products. So when you do use their products, be mindful that they do have all of their different scents, but they're so pretty and refreshing. So I highly recommend you guys try it out. Let me know. Once you've applied your Control paste, your Brilliant Universal Styling Cream, and your Retexturing Gel, put your rubber band on and move on. Now, remember, when using rubber bands, you are not going to do this tight. You don't want to cause too much tension. You just want it to kind of hold the hair in place so that way it can be your anchor for your box braid. Here is my hair. Everything is all done. Look at those triangles looking all pretty. Girl, you would think I aced geometry. I did not ace geometry, girl. But these triangles came out amazing and my parts look great. My hair looks shiny. So on to the next step. So we're going to take braiding hair from Raw Stop Free Braid. I'm using the color BG. I used 5 packs. I cut each pack in half. I'm just showing you guys the finger placement right here. I'm only using my first 3 fingers to hold the braiding hair. And then I'm going to put it directly on top of the rubber band and grab my hair that's in the rubber band and pretty much start doing my box braid. Now, if you guys need any additional tips on the box braiding, please comment down below because I would love to go deeper in that. But for now, girl, I am so impressed with how these braids came out. Do you see my hair right there? That's that Control paste. My hair wasn't going anywhere. When I say it had a medium hold, girl, my hair stayed in place. Now, I follow the same routine whenever I'm doing any box braid style. I make sure I have some kind of edge control, some kind of strong holding gel or something, so that way when I get to the end of my real hair, it's gonna stay inside the box braid. So I took a little bit of the control paste, put it on my fingertips, and then I just smoothed it right onto the tips of my hair, so that way it'll stay in that braid. Once you do that, you could just continue on with your box braid, and then you're gonna seal the braid off with a rubber band. It took me a total of 2 hours to part my hair in those triangles, and then it took me a total of about 3 hours, I'll say maybe 3.5 hours to actually do all of the box braids in my head. I think I have about 30, maybe 35 braids total in my head, and they are about a medium to large size. Again, I used 5 packs of braiding hair, and I cut each pack in half to get this length. I knew that I didn't need it long, so I didn't want to waste the packets. Once you have braided your hair, you're gonna go ahead and start cutting it to the length that you wanted it. I did want my bob to be short, so I chose about a shoulder length bob. I used my rubber bands to be my guide for when I'm gonna cut. Once you put your rubber band to the section that you need it, you're gonna take your scissors and you're gonna cut directly underneath that rubber band. I didn't want any additional space after cutting because that's not the style that I was going for. I wanted it to be almost blunt looking. So there it is, look at this. Snip, snip. Once you make your cut, you want to go ahead and do that to the entire head, and you want to check each braid to make sure that there aren't any little pieces that are sticking out. If you happen to see any little pieces sticking out, just go on ahead and take your scissors and you want to snip them. You want to make sure that your pieces are nice and even. That's why you want to look through each of them. And one tip that I can share with you guys: if you do this type of style, make sure your rubber band is not too tight on the bottom, because it can slip off and then it will unravel. I did not dip my hair. I did not use a flat iron for it to curl. All I did was simply put the rubber band in that spot and then I cut it. I love the way that my hair smells. I love the way that my hair felt after treating it with the Aveda products, and I love how these box braids came out. If you guys like how these box braids came out, please drop a like for my curls, drop a like for the color, drop a like for the style, because I think I'm gonna be rocking a bob again. Like, this look was it. Okay, you guys, so that looks like this is the end of this style. Like I said, I didn't dip, I didn't use a flat iron or anything like that. I just took my braids and I cut it, and now they are beautiful and gorgeous. You guys, thank you for watching this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss another video from me. I'm so excited for 2019 and all of the styles that I'm going to be bringing you. I look forward to sharing all of my amazing braid tips and products that I'm using for each of these styles. Stay channeling the beauty that's within inside of you.